Hello and welcome back to Tournament 23 of Halo Ninja Warrior. 50 competitors have taken on the first stage in the third Regeneration Era tournament, and the success has been magnificent. We did see one major shocking failure as Petrilofan failed stage 1 for the first time in his career at the hands of the Swift Cylinder. Aside from that, 5 competitors have already found their way to the end of stage 1. Joey Davis, Sane the Legend, Tricky Cyrus, the newcomer Super Ninja Jake, and Mighty Max 80 have all clinched a spot on stage 2. There are still many more runs to get to from a record-setting number of returning competitors, so let's return to the start line and see who else can succeed. At number 51, we've got Hobo Solo 1. He is a newcomer, 70 seconds, let's see how he does. Hobo Solo is onto the hurdle jump. And he gets over it, no problems. Now for the X bridge. First pallet over to the 6th pallet, and Hobo Solo has got it. He even hops up to the higher platform. Now for the falling plank. He's climbing up. Can he get this? Hobo Solo, yes, he's into the head slide. Nicely done. Now for the crooked wall. Such a tough obstacle. Can he do it? He gets a very low jump. Oh, Hobo Solo is still able to pull it off. Now he's onto the warped wall with just under 40 seconds left. He does not get up it in 1. He's not up it in 2. That was a very bad attempt right there. Come on, Hobo Solo. Get up it. Oh, he was so close on that attempt. He still has time if he gets up it right now. He does get up it. 25 seconds left. Hobo Solo is onto the Swift Cylinder. He goes for it. And yes, he's got it. Hobo Solo, no! He comes up short of the broken ladder. Oh, that is heartbreaking. He did complete the Swift Cylinder. He landed on the dismount platform, but did not get a big enough jump to make it to the next obstacle. What a shame for Hobo Solo. Next up, we've got JONSEY Lax 21. I don't know if the Lax is for lacrosse. He did compete in Tournament 21 and failed the falling plank. So let's see if he can get a little revenge today. JONSEY is through the hurdle jump and now onto the X bridge. And yes, does it very nicely. All right, JONSEY Lax. This camera work is amazing. JONSEY climbing up. Can he get revenge? This is where he failed in Tournament 21. He's got it this time. JONSEY Lax is moving on to the crooked wall. Hobo Solo just did it. Can JONSEY do it? No, he doesn't even jump. JONSEY is in the water on the crooked wall. Next up, we've got a competitor making his 10th appearance today. This is Ninty7 Grizzlys. In the last tournament, he was also a crooked wall victim, like so many others. Can Ninty accomplish something he has never done on this course and beat stage 1? He's been deep in stage 1 many times in his career. I think the closest he ever got was probably tournament 16. But Ninty is now on to the falling plank. He's climbing up it. Can he do it? Ninty7 Grizzlys, yes, he's got it. Ninty is now moving on to the crooked wall. All right, this is where he failed in the last tournament. Come on, Ninty. Oh, he gets very high. Ninty barely catches it and makes it to the dismount. Now he's onto the warped wall. Not up it in 1. All right, we saw Hobo Solo struggle with this a little bit, but eventually he got up it. Ninty not up it in 2. Come on, Ninty. It's time to get up it right now. He's still not up it. He's down to under 25 seconds left. It's crucial that he gets up it right now, but he's still not up it. Ninty struggling with the warped wall. Can he get up it here? No, so close, but not enough. Ninty7 Grizzlys is still not up the warped wall. He's getting some bad jumps now. And under 10 seconds to go. Ninty, it's not going to matter now. He can at least get up it for his pride. And Ninty, come on. Ninty7 Grizzlys times out on the warped wall. That is a shame for Ninty. He's struggled with the warped wall many times over his career, so unfortunately, he has not really found a solution there. Still a good effort from Ninty, but he did better than these next few people. Fireside Camp 170 was very confused about the bouncer on the falling plank. G Monkey went out on the X bridge. Then we had Texas Waze actually, who failed the hurdle jump. And then Oceans 5858, who ate a pallet on his way into the water. Next up, we've got a newcomer. We've got Shark 087. Shark onto the hurdle jump. He's over the first one nicely. Now for the second one. All right, Shark, nicely done. Now moving on to the X bridge. First pallet, second pallet, he gets thrown off, and Shark is out on the X bridge. He got thrown off by that second pallet, didn't really have a chance there. Next up, we've got Wolf Ninja 1225 back for his 4th appearance. In the last tournament, he failed it. The crooked wall. Can you imagine? Wolf Ninja first appeared in Tournament 20 and had a pretty solid Stage 1 attempt in Tournament 20. He did not clear it, but he did get pretty far. Now Wolf Ninja is trying to get past the crooked wall. But first, he's got to get through the falling plank. He's climbing up. The wall drops, and Wolf Ninja has got it. He is moving on to the crooked wall. All right, revenge opportunity right here. Can he do it? Wolf Ninja goes for it, and no, he comes up short again. Wolf Ninja 1225 continues to struggle with the crooked wall. Take a look at this. Just didn't get a good jump, meleeed in the air because he knew he failed it. He beat it in Tournament 20, but he has struggled since then.
You know, usually I just want to clear this stage, and I haven't beat the crooked wall, so I mean, I guess that would be my first goal. Obviously, I want to do better than that, but I got to get there first. So let's just try and put in a good run and see what happens.
Competing in his 17th straight tournament is the veteran zzSOzz. zzSOzz first appeared in Tournament 7 and made a name for himself in Tournament 9 when he reached the final stage. After his legendary performance, he cleared Stage 1 again in Tournament 10, but had 2 heartbreaking failures on Stage 1 in Tournaments 11 and 12. On the Master Chief Collection, zzSOzz failed Stage 1 in Tournament 13, but then went on a streak of 3 straight first stage clears. On Halo 5, zzSOzz has only defeated Stage 1 once, and that was in Tournament 19.
Not now, Gary.
Yeah.
Not now, Gary!
Out of his last 3 Stage 1 failures, 2 of them have come at the hands of the crooked wall, so today we'll see if zzSOzz can finally defeat it and possibly get his 7th ever first stage clear. zzSOzz has proven to be capable of great things on this course. Things just haven't really gone his way lately. zzSOzz now on Tournament 23, his 17th appearance, and he is through the first obstacle. No problems right there. Now onto the X bridge. First pallet, and oh my goodness, the bottom corner of that last pallet, he barely made it. That was crazy. Now he's onto the falling plank. He has had no struggles with this obstacle so far. zzSOzz has got it again, 3 tournaments in a row, defeating the falling plank. Now the obstacle that he has never defeated. Last tournament, it was a whole disaster on this obstacle. Can he finally do it? zzSOzz lines up for the crooked wall. For the 3rd time he's attempted it, he goes for it. zzSOzz, oh, there's some lag. He fails it. It looked at first like he didn't even get a jump, but then he teleported back up into the air and still came up short. I don't know what that looked like on his screen, but clearly some lag right there. At first he doesn't jump. Maybe the jump actually did register and it just looked weird for the viewers, but either way, zzSOzz comes up short and fails the crooked wall again. Next up, we've got ItchyCrevase back for his 5th appearance, and another person who has struggled with the crooked wall. He failed it in the last tournament. ItchyCrevase is now back on Stage 1. He did beat the crooked wall in Tournament 20, but, you know, he hasn't gotten past it since then. Oh my goodness, barely making the dismount of the X bridge. Now he is just slowly walking into the falling plank. He barely lands on that bottom ledge there. ItchyCrevase is making it work though. It's not the prettiest run, but it's working so far. Now he is onto the crooked wall. This is where he failed in the last tournament. Can ItchyCrevase get by it? He gets the run up. He goes for it. He jumps, and he barely misses out on the pole. Oh, that was so close for ItchyCrevase, but he cannot defeat the obstacle. Now we got to move on to a big-time veteran looking for revenge. Back for his 16th tournament is the veteran PixelProjects. Pixel made his first appearance back in Tournament 5 as Halo Legends 6. His first time clearing Stage 1 was on his 5th appearance in Tournament 11. Now, Pixel has made it to the 2nd stage a total of 8 times, and the 3rd stage once. On Halo 5, Pixel cleared Stage 1 in all of the first 4 tournaments, 17 through 20, but sadly was unable to attend Tournament 21. He returned in the last tournament, but unfortunately, his perfect Stage 1 record on Halo 5 was broken as he went out on the Swift Cylinder. Today, Pixel aims for his 9th ever first stage clear, and his first in the regeneration era. Alright, I want to discuss something a little weird real quick in regards to the Swift Cylinder. So since Pixel in the last tournament did not actually completely land on the dismount platform, he kind of like landed on the corner and then immediately jumped off. That's why it counted as a Swift Cylinder failure. Hobo Solo's run earlier, he actually like landed on the platform and then just missed the jump. So that's why it's a little different. It's a little, you know, subjective, but anyway. Oh no, Pixel, what? Oh, I didn't even get to talk about his run and he's out on the falling plank. Oh no, PixelProjects jumps too low and he doesn't get into the head slide. PixelProjects, that is a shocker. I thought he'd at least make it back to the Swift Cylinder and have a chance at beating it.
All right, not too... Oh, steady. Oh, steady. Not too fast, Ted.
Oh!
No!
God,
I knew it. I knew it.
I thought you were still going to get... It looked like you were still about to get sucked up then. No! I feel bad now.
It's really a shame. Pixel beat Stage 1 in the first 4 Halo 5 tournaments and has not cleared Stage 1 in the regen era. Noodlewares was up next at number 63, also known as Sir Noodleicious or Kill Him a Noodle or whatever. He went out on the X bridge. And then a sTaTiiC Pug failed the hurdle jump. After that, we had Pin Athlete, who got smacked by the first pallet twice, once above water, and then once below water. So we've had 65 attempts, 5 people have completed Stage 1. We've actually had a bit of a drought here. 17 straight failures, which is the most so far this tournament, but hopefully this guy can break that streak. It's Volcano Crowd. He beat Stage 1 in the last tournament, and it was his first time beating Stage 1. So it took him 9 attempts at the first stage to finally clear it, which is the most in Halo Ninja Warrior history. Avowsthesamurai actually did the exact same thing later in the last tournament, but Volcano Crowd was the first person to take 9 attempts to clear Stage 1. So he set a record right there, which was just a show of his persistence. And now he is through the falling plank here in Tournament 23. Volcano Crowd on his 10th appearance now, trying to get his 2nd straight Stage 1 clear. Now for the Crooked Wall. He beat it in both of the last 2 tournaments. Volcano Crowd has gone 3 in a row on the Crooked Wall. Now for the Warped Wall. This is where he struggled in Tournament 21. Can he get up it right now? Volcanic not up it in 2. Can he get up it on his 3rd attempt? Come on, Volcanic. Does he get up it? No, still not up it. Again, he timed out in Tournament 21 at the Warped Wall, and he is struggling here in Tournament 23. Can he finally get up it now? He's not going to have enough time to clear it, but can he at least beat it? He gets a save jump there. He is going to go onto the Swift Cylinder, but he does not have the time to clear this stage. Volcano Crowd going right into the broken ladder, and there it is. The clock has run out. Volcano Crowd could not repeat his Tournament 22 success. What a shame. It's the Warped Wall. He struggled with it in the past, and now it bites him again. He actually had the chance to beat the stage, but could not do it within the time limit because of the Warped Wall.
Got this, Flame. Boom.
There's Rog showing a little love for Flameosaurus, who is next up on Stage 1. In Tournament 22, he did fail the Crooked Wall. He has also been struggling a lot with the Crooked Wall, failing it in both of the last 2 tournaments, but he beat it in Tournament 20, so we know he can do it. Flame has not beat Stage 1 since Tournament 19, and now he is onto the falling plank. He bounces onto it. He has not struggled with this obstacle yet. He goes for it again, and Flame has the falling plank, no problem. Now for the Crooked Wall. Can he finally get by it for the first time since Tournament 20? He lines up all the way at the back. Is it going to work out for him? Flame is running for it. He goes for the Crooked Wall. Is it time for revenge? No, he overshoots it. Flame is out on the Crooked Wall for his 3rd tournament in a row, and this time he just flew over it and kind of hit the pole there that sticks out of the wall. It pushed him to the side. Flame fails it again.
Are you serious?
Oh, he overshot
Are you
it.
absolutely serious?
You can definitely hear the disappointment in Flame's voice. He does not like failing that obstacle 3 times in a row. Next up, we've got BubbaAce, back for his 4th appearance. In the last tournament, he failed at climbing up the falling plank, which was a shame because, you know, he is the host of Ninja Warrior of Roblox, and everyone wants to see him do well here on Halo. It's one of the fun crossovers we get to have here between the Roblox community and the Halo jumping community. Now BubbaAce is on to the falling plank. This is where he failed in the last tournament. This time, he climbs up it. That's a little bit better. Now for the drop. No! BubbaAce doesn't even get a jump. 2 tournaments in a row, failing the falling plank for BubbaAce. Next up, we've got Daddycheese. Cheese's life was his former gamer tag. In the last tournament, he unfortunately went out on only the second obstacle, but now he's got a lot of support here at the start line. Can Cheese defeat stage 1? Something he has not done here on Halo Ninja Warrior. He goes for the first pallet, jumps to the 6th, and lands on the upper platform. Now for the falling plank. He gets the bounce and lands on the second ledge. He's climbing up now for the drop, and he gets into the head slide beautifully. Daddycheese onto the crooked wall. I'm just going to say Cheese. Cheese goes for the crooked wall. Yes, he's got it. He is onto the warped wall now. Can he get up it in 1? No, not even close. Did not get the jump on the first attempt. Gets the jump there. Does not make it high enough. It was very close. His third attempt, no jump. Come on, Cheese. He's trying to line it up from the start. This one's just all about getting a late jump. It's not so much about where you start from. You just want more run-up. He's not getting a lot of run-up, and he's not getting the height he needs to scale the wall. He's down to 15 seconds now, and it might not be enough time if he gets up it. It's definitely not going to be enough time now. Daddycheese is struggling with the warped wall. Another competitor who just cannot seem to get up it when it matters most. And Cheese is out on the warped wall. Timeout for Cheese. No stage 1 clear today. And the warped wall claims yet another victim. It's been having itself a little tournament, and the warped wall has had a bit of a resurgence in the regeneration era as well. After that, we had DJ Mike, who I thought was going to beat the first obstacle, but then he got shot all the way back over the second hurdle. Gears Boy just had some unfortunate circumstances unfold on the second hurdle. D-Man 707 was just trying to run across all the pallets, and he almost made it work. Hit a rock on his way through the water. Carlitos just failed the X-Bridge in a very normal way. And then we had the Virtues, who actually failed the crooked wall for the second tournament in a row in the exact same way. Like, he failed it identical to his 22 run. Reaching his 10th appearance on Halo Ninja Warrior is the veteran WeaponMatt. WeaponMatt first competed in Tournament 13, where he contributed to the Junpei Kai's domination on Stage 1. After that, WeaponMatt went on a streak of 4 straight Stage 1 clears, including 2 first-place finishes in a row and a final stage appearance. Since those incredible performances, WeaponMatt has struggled to even defeat Stage 1. He has failed it on all of his last 4 appearances, including the last tournament when he timed out at the end of Stage 1, largely due to the warped wall. Today, WeaponMatt will try to break his Stage 1 failure streak and reach Stage 2 for the first time in 6 tournaments. After Double Ump and DHG Fireball's performances in Tournament 18, they were named the next 2 Xbox One All-Stars. There's a good chance that if WeaponMatt had made it back to Stage 3 again in Tournament 18, he could have been in that same group with Fireball and Ump, but instead, he has been struggling with Stage 1s. Now he wants to get back to Stage 2 and show just how good of a jumper he is. He's been doing phenomenal on many of the other jumping courses lately. So can he finally make it happen here on Halo Ninja Warrior? He's already onto the crooked wall, and he is flying through the stage right now. WeaponMatt does make it to the warped wall. Can he get up it in 1? Yes, he can. WeaponMatt cruising through the stage right now. No problems in sight, but he jumps early. WeaponMatt does not defeat the Swift Cylinder. He is out on Stage 1 for the 5th time in a row. In the last tournament, it was the warped wall that caused him problems, and he timed out. This time, he was cruising through the stage, no issues, but it is the Swift Cylinder that ends his run. Now we're moving on to Swantron97, the veteran who is back for his 6th appearance. He failed the Swift Cylinder in the last tournament. That obstacle is dangerous. We just saw it take out WeaponMatt, and WeaponMatt looked so clean throughout the rest of his run. Let's see how Swan does here. Swan is onto the X-Bridge, handles it very nicely. He did not compete in Tournament 21. He came back for 22, failed the Swift Cylinder. He failed Stage 1 in Tournament 20, so he has not been on Stage 2 since Tournament 19. Swan gets the falling plank very nicely. Just remember, he came in third place in Tournament 18, and right now, he is trying to beat the crooked wall. He does do that. Can he get up the warped wall in one? Yes, he can. Swan is back to the obstacle that took him out in the last tournament. Here is the Swift Cylinder. Come on, Swan. He gets a nice late jump, and Swan has done the Swift Cylinder. Can he climb up the broken ladder and beat stage 1 for the first time in 4 tournaments? Come on, Swan. He is taking his time now. He's got plenty of time on the clock. And Swantron97, look at him go. He has done it. He has broken the streak of failures that we've had, and he is moving back on to stage 2 for the 3rd time in his career. What an incredible run. 8.1 seconds left. That was very impressive from Swantron.
Hey,
We should all shoot the shit out of
Let's
him.
go.
Everyone shoot the shit out of him.
Don't call it Swan Back.
That was insane.
But he's Swan clear.
Yes.
I'll catch you, Swan.
Pretty big audience.
I don't think he made a single mistake that whole run.
That was
was
awesome,
good.
Swan.
That was a very clean run, and he took his time, and the amount of support he got on that clear was awesome to see. Swantron97 is our 6th man moving on to stage 2. He joins quite an interesting group of jumpers so far. Next up, we had Antony Razo. He failed the falling plank. Then it was GamerBoy312 who jumped over the second landing platform on the hurdle jump. OdomsAngel got smacked in the face on the X bridge. So many people. I think I might have to get rid of that obstacle just because of the injuries that it causes. But anyway, we've got Soul Reaper 1025, the veteran, who is back. And yeah, he has not beat stage 1 since Tournament 7. It's been a little while. So Soul would love to change that. He did fail the crooked wall in the last tournament, and now he is on to the X bridge. Soul Reaper 1025 moving on to the falling plank now. He did fail this in Tournament 21. Luckily, he was able to get by it in 22. Soul Reaper, he is going to go for it, and yes, he has got it. All right, Soul, now moving on to the crooked wall. Can he do it? He failed it in the last tournament. Soul Reaper goes for it, a low jump, and he gets it so nicely. Soul Reaper 1025 onto the warped wall, and he is up it in 1. Soul Reaper 1025 looking really nice right now. For the Swift Cylinder, it's a tough obstacle, and Soul does not make it. He jumps too early and overshoots the dismount platform. That is yet another Swift Cylinder failure, and that brings us to 6 clears out of 80 attempts. But now the night has fallen and the stars are out, there is also a flying object in the sky. What is it? It's a wasp, but who's flying it? Oh, it's blown up. It's falling down. It lands on the starting platform, and who climbs out? Oh, of course, it's Chris. Here is Cirin back for his 10th appearance. In both of the last 2 tournaments, he went out on the Dragon Glider. So we've talked about all these people who have been struggling with the crooked wall. Chris hasn't gotten there since Tournament 20 when he made it all the way to stage 3. So there's no more Dragon Glider. Let's see how that affects Chris. He's onto the falling plank right now, lands on the second, and spring jumps up all the way to the top. Skipped the 3rd ledge on the falling plank, and he gets it nicely. Now for the crooked wall. He has only attempted this once before. Can he go 2 for 2 on it? Chris has got the crooked wall. Now onto the warped wall. Can he get up it in 1? No, he cannot, but he has an amazing amount of time left right now. Can he get up it in 2? Yes, he can. 33 seconds left, and he's onto the Swift Cylinder. Come on, Chris. He gets a late jump. He shoots, and he's got it. Now he's onto the broken ladder. Chris has all the time in the world right now. He can take his time, but he's still going to go fast, and Chris is going to reach the buzzer on stage 1 for the first time since Tournament 20, and with 18.7 seconds left, he is moving on to stage 2. That is the fastest time so far. Congratulations, Chris. He is very happy with that run. He could have gotten up the warped wall in 1. That would have been nicer. And now, look, he's posing for his photo. So he is the 7th person moving on to stage 2, and he does have the fastest time so far. Very well done, Chris. Next up, we've got Philip Scott, or Firisukotto. He is competing in his 2nd tournament today. In the last tournament, he went out on the crooked wall, Tournament 21. This guy has competed on American Ninja Warrior. This guy is legit. It's so awesome that we get to have him on the course. Let's see if he can do the X bridge now. He skips to the 2nd pallet and then the 6th pallet and almost lands on the upper platform, but didn't quite make it. Now he's on to the falling plank. He bounces and lands on the 2nd ledge. He's climbing up. Looking good so far. He hits his head, but he stays with it. Oh, Philip Scott. That was a close call right there, but he made it. Now for the crooked wall. 40 seconds left. He lines it up. He goes for it. He gets a very high jump, and he still comes up short. Philip Scott is out on the crooked wall for the second tournament in a row. Dead bodies flying into the ocean now.
No! I was just slightly off. Oh.
That was so close. That looked really good.
My head.
Well, even though he failed it, more people have already gotten by the crooked wall this tournament than in the entirety of Tournament 22. 20 people have gotten by it, but Philip Scott is the 14th person to fail it this tournament. Unfortunately, CI LIFEsTOUCH could not get that far. He went out on the dismount of the X bridge, did not have the distance he needed. Then from the Halo Football League, we had Tigake failed the falling plank. He did not get a jump on the drop. Shift, also from the Halo Football League, did get a jump, but didn't make it into the head slide. Now we're moving on to Spenny37. This is actually Killer Demand. Killer Demand has been competing ever since Tournament 8. He has not missed a tournament. He changed his gamertag, but he has been struggling on Halo 5. He has not beat Stage 1 since Tournament 16, which was the final MCC tournament, and he actually had a personal best in Tournament 16, making it to the Vertical Limit Kai on Stage 3. Now Killer, I'm going to keep calling him Killer. He is onto the falling plank. Can he get it? Yes, he can. And now he is on to the obstacle that took him out in Tournament 22. Come on, Killer. Get some revenge here. He goes for it. He runs. He jumps. And Killer is really nicely through the crooked wall. Now for the warped wall. Poor first attempt. He did not get a jump. Can he get up it in 2? Yes, he can. Killer is up the warped wall in 2. He's got 2 obstacles left. He did fail this in Tournament 21. Killer, come on. Yes, he's got it. He is onto the broken ladder with 20 seconds left. He has plenty of time to finally clear Stage 1 for the first time in 7 tournaments. Come on, Killer. It's your time. Let's go. He's got 10 seconds left, and Killer is moving back on to Stage 2 for the first time since Tournament 16. What an incredible run. What a comeback performance. That is up there with Sane the Legend. Sane hadn't cleared on Halo 5, and neither had Killer. Now they both have. What an impeccable performance. The Swift Cylinder that he failed 2 tournaments ago, he got by it no problem. He beat the crooked wall that he failed in the last tournament, and he finally hits the buzzer at the end of Stage 1.
I'm just, this is happy. This has been my goal. This has always been my goal, is just to get back to Stage 2. I don't care how well I do now. Even if I fail the first obstacle, Stage 2, I've succeeded in my books, and I could not be happier.
Well, hearing how happy he is, that makes me happy. Killer is the 8th person moving on to Stage 2 in Tournament 23, and this list just keeps growing, and we still have a lot of special runs to get to. Back for his 10th time on Halo Ninja Warrior is the veteran Strafe Helix. Strafe made his first appearance in Tournament 10 when he was known as Vulcan 1610. His first time clearing Stage 1 was in Tournament 12, and he was actually the 100th ever first stage clear in the course's history. Unfortunately, Strafe did not return for any of the Master Chief Collection tournaments, but was able to return on Halo 5. In Tournament 19, Strafe finally returned to the second stage, and in Tournament 21, Strafe reached Stage 3 for his first time ever, failing the Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger. Coming off of his personal best performance, everyone was shocked when Stage 1 took him out in Tournament 22. Now Strafe is back, and as hungry as ever to make up for last tournament and show off how talented he really is. I know Strafe wants to put that last tournament behind him. He's got a chance to, erase the doubt right now, because he had looked so promising for so long, but last tournament was a pretty big slip up, and now he wants to show how good he is, because this guy is extremely talented. Right now he's onto the falling plank, lands on the second ledge. Strafe Helix lets it fall, and he's into the head slide with no issues. Now onto the crooked wall. Strafe Helix, he's eyeing it up, crouching down. He likes the way it looks, and he goes for it. Strafe Helix, no problems this time. He gets revenge on the crooked wall. Does not get up the warped wall in 1. Can he get up it in 2? Yes, he can. Strafe Helix with 27 seconds left. Tons of time if he beats the Swift Cylinder. Strafe Helix has got it. Now he's onto the broken ladder. Is he gonna do the strafe technique? Yes, he is. This is dangerous. He goes backwards on those jumps and still makes it work. Strafe Helix is moving back on to stage 2. He overcomes his tournament 22 failure and makes it back. What a great run from Strafe Helix. Super smooth. And now we're up to 9 competitors on stage 2. As I said earlier, the list keeps growing. Strafe adds to that list. After that, though, these people did not add to the list. Sky Racer went out on the falling plank, did some barrel rolls in the water. David and Card tried to run across the X bridge, and it did not work out. And then we had Not a Curse, who could not successfully land on the falling plank. Next up, we have another competitor who beat stage 1 in the last tournament. This is Avowsthesamurai. Last tournament was his 9th appearance. Him and Volcano Crowd both cleared for their first time on their 9th appearance, and that had never happened before. No one had ever failed 8 times and then cleared. Both him and Volcano Crowd did it in the last tournament. Avows now moving through the X bridge, and he gets through it very nicely. Can he get the falling plank? He bounces, lands on the second ledge, and immediately pops up to the third. Now he's on the drop, and Avowsthesamurai. Close call there, but he gets it. Now he's onto the crooked wall. Avowsthesamurai, he runs right for it. No stopping for him. He goes so high, and Avows lands on it. What an incredible move.
Oh god.
Oh my god! Take your time. You got
Oh my god.
You're good.
He used to struggle a lot with the warped wall, but he's up at N1. And now for the swift cylinder. Come on, Avowsthesamurai. Can he get it? Yes, he's got it. Now for the broken ladder. He jumps for it. And Avowsthesamurai overshoots the first step on the broken ladder. He was so close to getting back to stage 2 for his 2nd tournament in a row. But a simple mistake, and his run is over. After that insane run on the crooked wall, he cannot make it happen on the broken ladder of all obstacles.
Oh, what a run,
dude.
though.
Oh, Vows, you had it. I can't believe you struggled with that jump so much.
That is a very disappointing way to go out. That leads us on to number 92. We've got Rog, the host of Spartan Sasuke and a veteran of this course. He failed the Swift Cylinder in the last tournament. I don't think we've had anyone fail the Swift Cylinder back-to-back yet in Tournament 22 and 23. Let's hope Rog does not do that. Right now, he is onto the X Bridge, and Rog gets through it no problem. Now for the falling plank. He bounces up onto it. Also, I just want to point out, kind of flashback here, but Hunter's been on the starting platform for a lot of these runs. So he's been showing a lot of support. Now Rog is onto the crooked wall. Can he get by it for the 2nd tournament in a row? Rog, no! He's out on the crooked wall! The obstacle that he failed in tournament 21, and bodies are flying again. Rog jumps oh, that was so close. It was like a fraction of an inch too low for Rog, and he fails the crooked wall again.
Three things guaranteed in
I knew I was
life: death,
coming
taxes,
forward.
and people failing the
God
crooked
damn
wall
it.
on Halo Ninja.
Damn it.
Good try, Rog.
Thanks, man.
Well, even beating it in the last tournament does not guarantee that you will beat it in this tournament. Next up, we've got Crown Fair at 19, also known as Irish. He was able to beat Stage 1 in the last tournament. It was his first time beating Stage 1 on Halo Ninja Warrior. That was a very exciting moment for him. Now let's see if he can follow that up. So far, out of the 3 people who beat Stage 1 for their first time in the last tournament, Irish, Avows, and Volcano Crowd, Volcanic and Avows, they've already failed Stage 1, so it's just Irish left now, and he's on the falling plank. And he's going to drop down. Irish is through the falling plank very nicely, and now he is on to the crooked wall. Is he going to stop? No, okay, yes, he does stop. He's going to slow himself down, line it up, and Irish is through the crooked wall. Oh my goodness, what a save jump for Irish. I thought he was about to fail it on the dismount, but he does not, and he's up the warped wall in 1. Irish looking really good right now. Can he beat the Swift Cylinder? He jumps so early. Irish is out on the Swift Cylinder of Stage 1. He was looking so good. All 3 of Avowsthesamurai, Volcano Crowd, they've all gotten past the warped wall, but none of them have actually beaten the stage. That is heartbreaking to see. Irish does not move on. Well, this guy beat Stage 1 in the last tournament. However, it was not his first time beating Stage 1. This is ZMaster. Z beat Stage 1 in the last tournament, but he had not cleared Stage 1 since Tournament 15 before then, so it was a while. He had a bit of a gap between Stage 1 clears. He also had a bit of a gap between appearances, so keep that in mind. But now ZMaster is on to Tournament 23, and he is bouncing into the falling plank right now. Climbing on up. ZMaster jumps for the head slide. Very nicely done. That is smooth. Can ZMaster beat the crooked wall? He goes for it. ZMaster lands on it, and he gets the dismount. Can Z get up the warped wall? Yes, he can. ZMaster is looking really good, but can he do the swift cylinder? Cannot take this obstacle for granted, but he gets the late jump, and ZMaster going for 2 Stage 1 clears in a row. He's got 25 seconds left to figure out the broken ladder. Not a hard obstacle to figure out. Come on, ZMaster, let's go. ZMaster is moving back on to Stage 2 for the second tournament in a row with 14.8 seconds left. Look at that man go.
Look at this.
He's inspirational!
Don't put in that work.
That is his 4th time beating Stage 1 in his career, and you can see that the crowd is loving it. He's getting support from all sorts of people. And that makes it an impressive 10 people moving on to Stage 2. This tournament going very well right now. We still have 6 runs left, including Cobra 5139, the last newcomer of the tournament. Cobra was chosen as the last newcomer because he has been showing a lot of talent throughout the jumping community. And I wanted to save, the most promising young newcomer for the highest newcomer spot. Super Ninja Jake was a newcomer who cleared the stage earlier, though, so let's see if Cobra can possibly join him. Right now, he's onto the crooked wall. He's gotten here pretty seamlessly so far. Cobra goes for it, and yes, he has the crooked wall down. Can he get up the warped wall? He gets up it in 1. Look at this newcomer go. Cobra moving on to the swift cylinder. He gets a late jump and lands on the edge. He save jumps it, and Cobra. Are we gonna get another newcomer on Stage 2? When's the last time that happened? I'm gonna have to look that up. I feel like it's been forever since we had 2 newcomers clear Stage 1. Tournament 17 is my best guess. Look at Cobra. He does a little showboating at the end, but he has defeated Stage 1 as a newcomer, and he looked flawless throughout his run. Look at that crooked wall, perfect form, and then the swift cylinder that has been giving even the veterans troubles. He got it down, got the save jump, and Cobra 5139 is the 11th person moving on to Stage 2. What a great run from the newcomer. 2nd fastest time so far as well. And look at that list. That is a very interesting list for Stage 2, and I love it.
I'm feeling pretty good. The only obstacle on this stage that could cause me troubles is this warp wall. It's a really tough wall. But other than that, I am hoping to be back on Stage 2.
Well, Atlantic Champ is actually the 46th returning competitor of this tournament, which does set a new record for most returning competitors in a tournament. And we got 4 more coming up next, so that means there are a total of 50 returning competitors in this tournament to 50 newcomers. But Atlantic Champ, he's cleared Stage 1 4 tournaments in a row, and he's been incredible, especially considering the start to his career. He didn't qualify for Tournament 16, he failed the first obstacle at Tournament 17, and now he is one of the top competitors. Atlantic Champ now on the falling plank, and he gets through it with no problems. And now he is on to the crooked wall, one of the few competitors who has cleared it every single tournament that it's been in, and he does it again. Now Atlantic Champ is on to the warped wall, gets up it in 1, and he's onto the swift cylinder now. Can he do this? Atlantic Champ lands on the end, but he gets it. He's onto the broken ladder. And this Stage 1 is just too easy for Atlantic. He is not going to go out on the stage, and he is all the way at the end. He shoots the crowd, and that might cost him fastest time. That's a little awkward, but hey, it doesn't matter because he just cleared Stage 1 for his 5th time in a row.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm a quarter of the way to Hunter's record. Yes.
Oh yeah, buddy.
You know, I actually haven't mentioned it yet, but we are knocking on the door of a Stage 1 clear record. That was the 12th Stage 1 clear, and we still have 4 All-Stars left to run.
I'm feeling pretty good, actually. This is the most confident I felt in a Stage 1 since the MCC era, to be honest. And my goal is to get to Stage 3, but I got focused on Stage 1 and I feel very confident about it.
Our first All-Star to take on Tournament 23 is AlphaPuma. Puma has competed in every tournament since Tournament 10 when he failed the giant swing on Stage 1. In Tournament 11, Puma cleared Stage 1 for his first time and then began to dominate the course. Puma made it to 4 Stage 3s in a row and came up 1 jump short of the final stage in Tournaments 14 and 15. Sadly, after that impressive streak, Puma has only made it to Stage 3 twice. On Halo 5, he has suffered a pair of heartbreaking Stage 1 failures, and he has also had some struggles on the second stage. In the last tournament, it was the balance twist that took him out. Now, Puma will have to find his way through this first stage in order to have a chance at revenge. It was after that Stage 3 run in Tournament 15 that AlphaPuma was made an All-Star. He was one of the first 3 Xbox One All-Stars, him, Hunter, and GoTanks. Let's see if he can clear Stage 1 for his second tournament in a row. Right now, he is moving on to the falling plank. He bounces, he's onto the second ledge. Now he climbs up. Puma has beaten this obstacle in every tournament, and he does it again. Can Puma get by the crooked wall? Another obstacle that he has yet to fail. AlphaPuma goes for it, and he gets it yet again. Can he get up the warped wall now? Puma is up the warped wall in 1. Now he's onto the swift cylinder. He's still got 32 seconds left. Plenty of time. He jumps. Oh, it might have been a little early. Puma's out on the swift cylinder. Our first All-Star of the tournament. It is a swift cylinder victim. Puma is unable to beat Stage 1. He jumps the slightest bit too early and fails.
No.
Oh no!
No.
Oh, I think you had it. Damn it. Oh, you had that.
Dang.
Hunter, his fellow All-Star, looks on in shock as the swift cylinder takes out its 7th competitor of this tournament, and it took out an All-Star. Well, the only chance of a Stage 1 clear record now is if all 3 of our final competitors are able to clear this stage, and GoTanks actually failed the crooked wall in the last tournament. He had never failed a Stage 1 on Halo 5. He even cleared in Tournament 21 when he was one of only 5 to do so. He cleared in that tournament but could not get it done in Tournament 22. So now GoTanks is trying to get revenge for his Tournament 22 failure. Right now he's on the falling plank, climbing on up. GoTanks steps forward, it drops. GoTanks, he is in the head slide, and he is doing his typical thing. He takes his time. He is not a fast competitor. He likes to take his time. 40 seconds on the crooked wall right now. Can he get revenge from Tournament 22? He gets the save jump, and now he goes for the dismount. GoTanks is onto the warped wall. He might want to get up this in 1 just for the sake of time. He does not get up in 1. GoTanks with 25 seconds left. He doesn't get up in 2. GoTanks a little low on time right now. Can he get up in 3? Yes, he does. All right, it's a race against the clock for the All-Star now. The swift cylinder is up next. GoTanks gets it done, and he is onto the broken ladder. 10 seconds left. GoTanks is climbing very fast. He is turning around quickly, and GoTanks is going to reach the buzzer within the time limit. 2.8 seconds left. What a clutch performance under the pressure and racing against the clock. GoTanks gets it done.
Don't
You're
rush.
good.
Don't rush.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wait,
Every tournament, it's like 3 seconds left. Every time.
Man, if there's one guy who always brings some drama to the course, it's GoTanks. And he is now the 13th person to move on to Stage 2 in this tournament.
I'm feeling pretty good coming into this tournament. Yeah, I just want to clear Stage 1 again. I don't want to fail Stage 1 after such a great tournament last time. I want to try and get some consistency. Get a new streak going. Let's go with that. This Stage 1 I'm feeling pretty confident on. There's a couple of obstacles that could take me out, but hopefully As long as I don't make a silly mistake, I can get through it once again.
Next up, we have the host of Ninja Warrior of Halo, Hunter Unit 751.
To kick off Tournament 21, and he's carrying a turret, it's Malpays Legate, aka Gary!
Hunter is the only competitor to have competed in every single Halo Ninja Warrior tournament. He is also the only Xbox 360 and Xbox One All-Star. In the last tournament, he cleared Stage 1 for the 20th time in his career. After starting off with an impeccable 19 straight Stage 1 clears in his career, Tournament 20 provided the biggest shock ever when he failed the crooked wall. In Tournament 21, he fell even earlier on Stage 1 at the falling plank, but in Tournament 22, he found his groove and made it all the way back to Stage 3 for the first time since Tournament 18. Now that Hunter has shown that he still has what it takes to succeed on this course, let's find out if he can do it again. In Tournament 20, Hunter was looking for his 20th Stage 1 clear in a row. Now the streak is starting over. He is looking for his second Stage 1 clear in a row. Hey man, 20 clears though, that is incredible. He said many times that last tournament was his favorite ever Stage 1 clear. So I don't know if he can top it in this tournament, but he would just love to clear Stage 1 again. He is through the falling plank that took him out in Tournament 21. And now the obstacle that changed the course's history, the crooked wall. Hunter Unit 751 has gotten past it 2 tournaments in a row, and Hunter's up the warped wall in 1. Look at him go. He can coast his way on through, but the Swift Cylinder, very tough obstacle right here. Hunter jumps late, and he nails it, goes right for the broken ladder, and he has all the time that he needs. Hunter Unit 751 going for his 21st ever Stage 1 clear. He's taking his time because he has it. And look at him, he's gonna look at the crowd now. And Hunter Unit 751 moves back onto Stage 2 for the second tournament in a row. If there was any doubt about his skills after those 2 Stage 1 failures, they are gone now. This guy is still at the top of his game, and he has beat Stage 1 again.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Yeah!
The second streak begins.
Oh, I'm almost dead. The fire and the shooting has almost killed me.
Kill him.
You still gotta throw him in that group. You know, he's one of the greatest of all time, maybe the greatest of all time on this course, just because of what he has accomplished from Tournament 1 and now to Tournament 23. Hunter getting all the love from the other competitors right there, and he is the 14th person to beat Stage 1. That means the record is tied. 14 Stage 1 clears and 1 competitor left, and I don't think anyone has any doubts in our last competitor's abilities on this stage. Back at number 100 for the 3rd tournament in a row is the reigning grand champion DHG Fireball. Fireball has not missed a tournament since his debut in Tournament 12. As a newcomer, he was able to make it all the way to Stage 3. In Tournament 13, he suffered his one and only first stage failure on the brace ladder. He then failed Stage 2 in Tournament 14, but ever since then, he has made it to Stage 3 every single time. In Tournament 20, Fireball made history by becoming the 3rd competitor to ever defeat all 4 stages of this course. Now his 8 straight Stage 3s are second only to Hunter Unit 751, but in the last tournament, he tied Drago6's record of 4 consecutive first place finishes. Fireball now has a chance to make even more history on this course, and it all starts with Stage 1. You know, Hunter does have to be the greatest of all time, I think, just because of what he's done for over such a long span of time. But Fireball, he has put himself in that category for consideration to be one of the greatest of all time on this course. I mean, he's a grand champion, and 4 first place finishes in a row, that is absolutely unbelievable. You know, when Drago did it, it was unbelievable. Fireball spring jumping up the falling plank now, and he has beat that obstacle. This guy is just spectacular. He has been since he was a newcomer. Fireball now going for the crooked wall. Fireball, yes, he has got it, and now he's onto the warped wall. Can he get up it in 1? No, he cannot. But he still has plenty of time. Fireball is up the warp wall on his second attempt. Now the Swift Cylinder. He cannot take this for granted. Fireball, does he get it? Yes, he does. Goes right for the broken ladder. And DHG Fireball, number 100. Look at this guy go. Too easy for DHG Fireball. The grand champion is the 15th stage 1 clear of the tournament. And he is moving on with 15.2 seconds left. How fitting is that? DHG Fireball finds Hunter Unit 751 on the spectator platform. That was his 10th stage 1 clear in a row. His 11th overall, but his 10th in a row, which is phenomenal. Fireball looking so smooth. That dismount from the Swift Cylinder was a thing of beauty. And number 100, moving on to stage 2 once again. Congratulations to DHG Fireball. That wraps up stage 1. And man, 15 clears on stage 1. The new record is set. The record was set by 1, but 1 is enough. Congratulations to our competitors. It took 9 tournaments to set a new stage 1 clear record, but it finally happened thanks to this incredibly diverse group of jumpers. Moving on to stage 2, we have Joey Davis, Sane the Legend, Tricky Cyrus, Super Ninja Jake, Mighty Max, Swantron, Cirin, Spenny37, Strafe Helix, ZMaster, Cobra, Atlantic Champ, GoTanks, Hunter Unit 751, and DHG Fireball. In the next episode, they will take on another deadly and fast-paced stage in order to make it one step closer to total victory. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and remember that if you ever want to compete, just message Smokey Massacre on Xbox Live. Also, feel free to leave a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time on Halo Ninja Warrior.